Hello and welcome to Mock Talk Live. This is LV3 Patrick, and I'm here joined again by Grant over here. Hopefully, no internet issues today.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Today we're continuing last week. We had a special guest. We had Jonathan in to do some mock drafting, team mock drafts. But today we have Grant back. Maybe we'll bring back Jonathan another time. But today we have Grant, so we'll have fun with it. Got some fun teams lined up with our specialty teams. So at least we have a little insight into that. So let's it's we gotta go quick through these because we gotta do 8 teams in an hour roughly. So we gotta be quick. So let's get right into it. All right. So Grant, how you lead us off? So
All
let's.
right, sounds good.
You want to start with your favorite team or with another team? What team you want to start
No,
with?
let's
We got
start with
the
the
A. We're doing the
Vikings.
AFC North and NFC North.
Let's start with the Vikings. Start with our
Vikings.
Yeah,
You got the Lions and the Vikings. I got the Bears and Packers. I did not realize they lined up like that.
yeah, perfect. Works out.
Alrighty.
Vikings. Had really fun. I had a lot of fun drafting for them in our sim. Lots of different picks they could make here.
Hey,
See who
they
they
are
got
on
here.
the clock. They got
Okay.
Charles Cross, Andrew Booth, Trevor Penning, Chris Olave, N'Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Jermaine Johnson. Lots of talents. Jalen Burks,
This
Devontae
is
Wyatt.
this is what I think. I see one guy is jumping out. I think though they do have Dalvin Tomlinson at nose tackle, I think that you can't pass up a guy with the kind of interior pass rushing potential in a nose tackle with Jordan Davis. I think
Alright.
if he puts it together and really taps into that athleticism, then they got a real good player. So Jordan Davis there.
All right, Jordan Davis taken there. Let me before we get to the next one. Well, I'll just give my. I like it. I do question the value at that point.
No doubt.
Um,
Anytime you
but
take a nose
regardless,
tackle
he's a
high.
good player. I do question the value a little bit,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of a lot of things to like there. He can have a big impact early on for sure.
I think drafted a nose tackle in the first round, or an interior guy like him.
And I wouldn't be
Not
surprised if you went
usually
top five,
a good
top 10 too.
the
So
his athleticism is ridiculous, though.
I mean,
It's like
Derek.
anytime you can get a nose tackle with that kind of pass rushing, not
Well,
necessarily ability just yet,
right,
but
yeah. I was gonna say not ability, but
right
yeah,
potential to right.
Derek Brown went, I think, 8th overall, and I think that Jordan Davis is a better prospect than
Yeah,
Derek
absolutely. So
I think he's probably gonna go top 10. All right, so you got the Vikings here. Is there any position? This is where we gotta start looking at positions, maybe, if you want me to.
So I noticed we have corner as the top need. I don't think that was updated since Patrick Peterson got re-signed, but corners.
I mean, I don't think that really
still a
changes
need.
much.
Yeah, he's definitely. So if you could pull up the corners for us here.
Yeah,
I think I have a
absolutely.
guy
You
in
got
mind.
Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Woolen, Roger McCreary, Marcus Jones, Zion McCullum.
I'm gonna go with Tariq Woolen.
All right,
I
that
think
toolsy
he's
guy.
definitely, obviously athletic, crazy, long
Mhm.
frame, but he's a
absolutely.
little raw. His hips are a little stiff.
Yeah,
I think
he's
it's
very
a
raw.
it's a
He's a
good
stiff
developmental
player,
guy.
but I think in that kind of division he can work out. Because you just gotta make sure that you don't let him end up with all these quick play. You want him always on the outside.
Backs.
You don't want to match up with these quick guys. You want him matched up with the guys with long speed, big, strong. Honestly, you can use him as a kind of like a weapon. Put him on some tight ends, which I guess in that division the tight ends aren't too great. But either way, I would love to see him get in the AFC West, getting the matchup against Darren Waller and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But either way, he's a fun player. He's one of the biggest question marks in the draft. And you're on again here with the 13th pick in the 3rd round.
I have a guy in mind. I don't know if he's on the board. If you could check and see if Dylan Parham is there.
How do you spell his name?
It should. He must have got drafted. Go to Iowa. Go to IOL and see if he's up there. Dang. All right, he got drafted. All right, fair enough.
Let me just
I think I'll go.
Yeah, he went middle of the second round. You're very late. You actually went a pick after your last pick. You're very
No,
late
that's
on
where
that
he
one.
should be going. I noticed our mock had him going in the third a lot, and I see him
I think
as
we
a
bumped him
high
up a
second
bit.
round pick.
I think you got bumped up. All right, keeping it moving. Who you like then?
All right, let's just go with Alec Lidstrom here. We're gonna take a guard regardless.
Okay.
I think that obviously the Vikings have struggled addressing their interior offensive line for some time. Maybe this can be the guy.
Yeah, Alec Lidstrom. He's got a brother, or I think it's a brother.
NFL lineage. Yeah, I think
he's a first round pick. He's pretty good. So yeah, lineage. They love NFL teams love that kind of stuff. And finally, back up. No fourth round pick. On to the fifth round.
Okay.
What position you want to be looking at here?
Let's see.
This is where it
Best
gets
available.
a little tough. Yeah, best available. Isaiah Spiller, everyone's favorite.
Probably not going to go running back here for the Vikings.
Who do they have? They have Dalvin Cook, and then I don't know who the backup is.
Oh, they got Madison. Madison's still there, right? He didn't re-sign anywhere else.
Pair him with
Yeah,
James.
get him his brother. I think I'm gonna go with a different pick here. Let's take a look at. Can you open up the tight ends for me?
Yeah, absolutely. James Mitchell, Davis Allen, Grant Calcaterra, Jake Ferguson, Baylor Cupp, Jalen Wiedemeyer. No, just kidding. Don't ignore him. Daniel Bellinger, Chigoziem Okonkwo.
No, I'm not feeling any of those tight ends. Let's bring up the linebackers real quick.
Actually,
pair it with the edge as well. Let me see the edge guys too.
Linebacker edge. We got JoJo Doman, Derek Hall, Dorian Williams, Ellis Brooks, Terrell Bernard, Brian Asamoah, DeMarco Jackson, Josh Ross, Jeremiah Moon. It's getting a little low here.
Yeah, no. JoJo Doman's a really interesting prospect. I think that he can be utilized in a couple different ways.
We got his mock draft here. He's a pretty good. He's got some good athleticism. Pretty small, but good numbers.
Let's go with JoJo Doman here. I think that what
he's a modern
Smith signing doesn't necessarily affect their.
That's
negative to take a linebacker or an edge. So
yeah, Zadarius Smith's a good signing, but that's not a linebacker really.
Right.
You got 3 picks here in the 6th round. That's always fun. At least.
Well, let's pull up those tight ends again.
Tight end, you want to go with one of the. You got Davis Allen, Grant Calcaterra, Jake Ferguson. It's a big drop off after Davis Allen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
in our rankings
reach a little bit and take Grant Calcaterra here. I think that he's got some concussion issues, and that's the reason why he'd be going as far as he is. But he tested all right. And
he also took a year off of football, which is concerning from the concussion issues.
Right.
All right, we got all here. We got some running backs, some strong. You got Smoke Monday, always a fun name.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up the edge again.
Let's take a look at who we got. Jeremiah Moon.
Okay.
Jeffrey Gunter. Mitchell Agood. Deshaun Dixon. Jamal Hines. Interesting, 9.5 sacks. 250.
All right, instead of edge, let's pull up a receiver here. I like receiver for the Vikings early on as well.
Reggie Robertson, Trey Turner, Charleston Rambo, Ty Freifogel, Danny Gray, Tyler Snead.
Let's go with Ty Freifogel. I think 6th round.
And you're up again
for him. Got back.
Yeah, it's a good range for him.
Yeah, I like Ty Freifogel a lot. I think that he could see his way in. I think right now I would take him with a 4th round pick. I could see him going a little bit higher though, to be honest. Let's go. All right, let's go edge again. Yeah. And finally, we'll take our guy Jeremiah Moon at the top there.
All right, sounds good to me. He's got a little bit of production, decent frame, something
to work with.
And
if I was about to say if Gunter's there with that next one, go with him. But
729. All right.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at some safeties.
Let's go.
Haven't taken a safety.
You got Tyson Anderson, Greg Eisworth, Larry Brooks, Leon O'Neal, and Macanzo.
All right,
Nolan
bring
Turner.
back up best available for me once more.
Best available again: Jalen Watson, John Emery, Chase Lucas, Braylon Sanders, Daniel Bellinger, Teron Vincent, Jaden Davis, Cam Jurgens. Wait, no. What is Cam Jurgens doing here?
Cam Jurgens. Interesting. Let's
Do we not have him higher?
I don't know. Maybe is he a double? Perhaps.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with another corner here in Jalen Watson though. I think that he's another guy with big frame. You know, he's got that outside size. And there's your Vikings mock. Hopefully Vikings fans don't eat me alive with the picks.
Let's take a look here. Let's view our results. Vikings got Jordan Davis, Tariq Woolen, Alec Lindstrom, JoJo Doman, Grant Calcaterra, Ty Freifogel, Jeremiah Moon, and Jalen Watson. I feel like the top three there has a lot of question marks for me. Lindstrom's solid, but Davis and Woolen are big question marks for me. Davis should at least be good against the run, but taking him that high, you're kind of betting that he's going to be good against the pass too, which is a big projection. And then Woolen is obviously a huge question mark.
Definitely a projection guy.
So I'd probably give this a C+. I love the potential of the draft, but just it's got me questioning it in some areas here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let me see here. One moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, now it took a bit, so we're going to speed up a little bit. So let's go again, and it is my turn now. And so you didn't go with your Lions, don't go with my Bengals. I have the Browns, the Bengals, and not the West, the North, and I have the Bears and the Packers. So go with the Bears here.
All right, easy one. No first rounder.
Yes. All right, let's get this kicked off here. Wait for my first pick to come up. All right, here we are, 2-7. What I'm really looking at here is I think that they really need to add a wide receiver.
Oof, man.
Not the greatest list we're looking at here. I like Sky Moore, but I think that we want someone who's a little bit different to replace Allen Robinson to pair up with Darnell Mooney, who is a good player. So I'm going to go with a little risky. I'm going to go with George Pickens here for the Bears.
Love that pick. I think it's perfect. I don't think that he's going to make it to Bears pick there, but
I think he might.
People are looking, that tape before he got injured was, even like
it's a good wide receiver class, though. I would say at least five guys go ahead of him, unless people are just real crazy.
Yeah, I think that says more about the class, though.
I don't know. All right, let's take a look at our next pick. Could double down on wide receiver. They really need wide receiver. But I won't. I think this is a great value here. I got to go Daxton Hill. I think that he's definitely going to go in the first round, so getting him this late is a real value. And then, let's see. I want to attack cornerback next. And, I think I'm going to go with a little bit of a reach. A little bit. We'll go Zion McCullum here. Uber athlete. Oh, did we lose? We lost Grant. I thought he was being quiet, but I thought he was just too shy to talk. But no, we lost him, and he's back now. I don't see the screen all the time, so I can't. Sometimes I don't notice when you're gone. Didn't have a pick for a bit here. Now we're back on the clock in the 5th. I think this is where I might want to double down on wide receiver and cornerback. So let me take a look and see who's here for both. Man, the wide receivers drop off pretty hard. And I'm trying. Me and Jonathan, you don't have to do this. We tried to avoid taking guys that have already been taken. I think I am gonna go with. No, I don't like it. Let me look and see who's on all. Let's look at all. See who we got going on. I was really looking at cornerback, wide receiver, or interior offensive line, but I'm not liking many of these names here. I think I'm going to go with a different position. I think what I'm going to go with is I'm going to go with Isaiah Thomas, the edge from Oklahoma.
Okay.
And now we're back on the clock. No time to think at all. Don't really need a running back. I don't think they need to take a linebacker still.
They lost. Didn't they lose Danny Trevathan? And he.
Is that really a loss?
I mean, at least in leadership, right?
Well, that's what Roquan Smith is for.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Ed Ingram here.
Okay.
Let's grab an interior offensive lineman. I think that he's a solid pickup here, and they really could use an interior offensive lineman.
Looks like you got one more pick.
Yes, one last pick. So I need to make it count. You got a wide receiver, a safety, a cornerback, an edge, interior offensive lineman. We're going to grab Davis Allen. They need a tight end. Solid tight end. A little versatile. Not the greatest wide receiver in college, but, it gives them something when you're picking in
It's a 6th-round pick.
You don't really expect a ton there.
Yeah. I mean, they might have something with Cole Kmet, but,
Maybe.
Then
But,
a
they
6th
could
round
use
pick on a
another one.
developmental
6th-round pick for a backup tight end.
Yeah.
A little something. All right. Give me your thoughts here, Grant. Give me your full thoughts. Give me a grade here at the end.
Honestly, I like your first 3 picks a lot. I think that they need young defensive playmakers, so you address that within the first 3 picks. I like George Pickens a lot. I do think that they need a true number 1 to replace Allen Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of your draft, I think they're filling needs. So I would probably say, I'd say a B+ in this draft.
All right, I appreciate it. You're in here. Another vanilla draft.
Let's keep it in the NFC North and go with my Lions here.
All right, we'll do the NFC North first. We'll go back up to the AFC North.
Sounds great. All right. Let's see who it's going to be.
You got a lot of picks here. A lot of picks.
Dang.
You're up.
Like that
so
already.
Teebs went first instead of Hutch. Are you taking Hutch?
Yeah, I'm taking Hutch here. I was either going to go Tibbs or Hutchinson here. I think that's going to be
I get
one of
it.
the picks.
That makes sense to me.
I seen a lot of mocks with Trayvon Walker going number 2, and I'm not a fan of that. I get it. I get the athleticism, the potential, but you're passing on Kayvon Thibodeau.
Tibbs and Hutch are great athletes, and they have much better pass rushing tape. And I know that his role in Georgia's defense was not necessarily of a pass rusher, but that doesn't mean that I feel comfortable taking and projecting that pass rushing potential just based off athleticism.
Right.
All right, you are up here again at pick 32. What position are you looking at? Where are you looking?
Let's see who the top available receivers are in this draft.
Wide receiver here. You got Sky. It's the same as what I had, just a little bit earlier. Exactly.
I honestly would be comfortable with the Lions taking Pickens here. I'm not gonna because obviously we had the Bears take him, but I think I'm gonna go a different direction here, and I'm gonna go with Jalen Petrie out of Baylor.
I was gonna say
make him a first round pick. Lions need another safety to pair with Tracy Walker. I think that he's a guy that he's been interviewing well apparently, and
I think he might end up in stripes, from being honest. Maybe even the pick before this one.
Yeah.
And you're on the clock again, quickly. Anyway, who went in between? I'm just curious. Tyler Smith went in between. Not really. I guess they could do that.
That makes sense. Let's go.
Because Walker Little's only on 1 year.
So we went defense with the first 2 picks. Let's look at the linebackers real quick, because if Devin Lloyd is there, I might have to go with him. I know he's been
pull up the linebackers. Devin Lloyd is there.
We're gonna take Devin Lloyd.
I think this is right where I'm ranked. I might need to bump him up a little bit. I've been hearing a lot of coach speak here recently.
Yeah, I think I feel like he's still gonna go in the first round. I don't know why.
I think he is going to still go in the first round. I think we overreacted to his bad testing. I think teams will just love his mentality, his mental game enough to overlook kind of questionable athleticism for a linebacker. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But I think that they'll overlook it and he'll still go in the first. Anyways, you're up again. Second pick of the third round.
I think it's got to be a receiver here. Hopefully there's one that I like.
Christian Watson, Calvin Austin, Velus Jones, Isaiah Weston, Justin Ross. I love all these options. I like all
Yeah,
these
I'm gonna
players.
take Christian Watson here. I think
Try and get that true number one.
Yeah, I mean, he's another guy that's got the athleticism's there, but he's got question marks. And yeah, I've seen mock drafts have him go in the first round. I don't know if I'm comfortable taking him that high yet, but third round.
Well, here's your guy from last time. Ended up falling quite a bit further this time.
Yeah, no, so now, all right, so we got. See, this is where I start breaking down, and I'm not sure. Let's open up DL real quick. Let's look at D linemen.
John Ridgeway, Chris Hinton, Jackson Player. That sounds like a Madden name.
Let's pull up. Okay, third round. Could you pull up wide receiver and also tight end for me?
Yeah, Tyquan Thornton, Bo Melton, Jalen Tolbert, David Bell. We're dropping off pretty quick here. Wandale Robinson, Jeremy Ruckert, Romeo Dubes.
Yeah, could you? Let's go with Bo Melton here.
Melton.
Yeah, I like how he projects. I think that he'll be used as like a.
He's got a lot of
Samuel
skills
type kind of guy.
I don't like comparing people like players like Samuel, but I do like his skills. I think he's a solid player. Worst case scenario, he's a solid player.
And I'd like the Lions to double up on receiver in this draft if they can find some good guys. Watson, I would have liked.
All you have right now is Amon-Ra St. Brown, right?
I mean, yeah, no, you don't want to take balls away from him. Like, he's gonna man the slot, but
well, right. You don't want a slot guy. That might be why you passed on Austin and Thornton. Don't really fit there. They're more of those slot fits. All right, you are up again. Looks like all of our top guys are running backs. Maybe we have so many running backs. I guess just a heavy middle round running back draft. So where are you looking?
Looks like I like taking Devontae Price here. It looks like he might be gone though. Let's open up the DL real quick.
DL.
If not, I have
DL
for sure. There.
Jackson Player, the Madden player, Jaden Peavy, Otito Ogbonnia. Gosh.
Yeah, if Brian Asamoah is there, I think we're gonna have Lions double up on linebacker.
All right, so we're going over to linebacker. Brian Asamoah is there. Wow, well below his ADP. Maybe might need to we'll have to keep an eye on that. You're up again, by the way.
Oh boy. Okay, so we addressed defense 4 times. We got edge. We got 2 linebackers. We got a safety. They could pick up a corner. We still haven't picked up a D lineman. Could you pull up edge and DL for me, please?
Edge, DL.
Not liking those names. Jaden Peavy, he did not test very well.
This is not actual testing.
Yeah, just the measurements for a lot of these guys. I know that. I know
rough.
that Peavy didn't test well.
That is rough. Oh my gosh. Well, he is huge, but
he's a big man.
But that's rough. Oof. What's that? Bench
All right,
press.
let me try to move us along here. Let's go. Let's take a running back. Let's go to the running backs.
I was gonna suggest running back because we haven't taken any yet.
Let's see who we got. Oh, I'm gonna go with Sincere McCormick here.
Alrighty, I love the name. He's smaller, but he's got a lot of production. Might pair well with who's you have Swift.
With Swift, yeah. I think that he plays a lot bigger than his size. He's got great contact balance.
All right, you got 2 picks left here.
I mean, they Lions did that last year. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again. All right, we got Danny Gray, speedster there. Nick Cross is there, which probably won't happen. Man,
we're never going to get all these players in the right spot, and also we'll move a guy because we think he's going to fall. He's not going to fall that far, and then he does end up falling that far and further. This happens every single year.
Right. Yeah, let's go with.
4 speed though.
Let's go with. We'll go with Gunter here, edge. We'll go with Coastal Carolina guy.
Alrighty, you got one more pick. Who are you getting? Spencer Burford, Jake Ferguson, Kevin Harris, your top guys here.
Let's see. Let's take a look at my. I haven't drafted DL. QB is obviously still up there in needs.
I mean, it's the 7th round. You're not picking
Let's
a
take a
starter. You just
developmental
want to pick
QB
someone.
here.
What are you looking for?
I'm gonna take a developmental QB with this last pick. Let's go with Akil Glass.
Akil Glass. You sure you don't want Brock Purdy?
He's definitely a guy that I would think of.
Actually, you know who I would pick? It's probably Derek King. That's interesting.
Now, I like Glass a lot though as a developmental guy.
All right,
he's got
I
big
like
arm.
this draft. I like Hutchinson. I like Petrie. I like Lloyd. You got a lot of sure tacklers. A lot of really just like get to the ball kind of guys. Christian Watson's a great developmental wide receiver. Bo Melton pairs pretty well with them. Asamoah is a good pickup there in the 5th round. Sear McCormick, a good player. Jeffrey Gunter, Keel Glass, it's late round picks. I'm giving this an A-. It's a good draft.
All right, thank you, appreciate it. I mean, those first 3 picks, I would be ecstatic. I would love that.
That'd be great. That'd be a great first 3. All right, so I'm finishing up with the Packers here. A lot of picks early on here after the Devontae Adams trade.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what we can do to address those big needs. Up on pick 22, I know right where I'm going for. Gonna take a look at wide receiver. So we have a couple more names here. Traylon Burks, Drake London, Jamison Williams. We already had Olave and Wilson go.
Where was Olave? Where did he go?
Olave went to the Steelers. I do like that fit. I don't like the Steelers, but I like that fit of Olave there. I think he pairs really well with Claypool and Deontay Johnson. They can move all those guys around. That's a great trio of wide receivers for whatever Corpse ends up playing quarterback for him. And then Garrett Wilson with the Jets. I like that fit too. I keep him and Elijah Moore together. That's pretty good. All right, anyways, let's get to the team that's actually drafting. I'm going to go with Jamison Williams. Just fun.
Yeah.
And then our other pick. I'm tempted to just go Drake London. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean,
I'm gonna do it. We're doubling down.
Screw it.
Doubling down. He got tired of not having a wide receiver. They're getting 2. Jamison Williams, Drake London, exact opposite skill sets. You can pair him with those 2 with Alan Lazard or whoever else they trot out there at wide receiver. That gives him 2 new wide receivers that he can play the last 3 or 4 years of his career with before they have to pay him. All right.
I think I wanted to get. They're not reaches either. I think they're high value. So
yeah, I do too. I think that either of those guys could go well above there. So if they make it to those picks, it's an easy pick. I want to go off the stack player, but I don't really like the options. Maybe an interior guy. Because if we get an interior guy, then we could at least bump Elton Jenkins out to offensive tackle. So that is an option too. All right. I think I'm gonna go with Cole Strange. I think he's a good prospect, tested really well. His tape's pretty good. And it feels like a Packers thing to take an offensive lineman from Chattanooga.
Yeah, I had a Strange going in the first round in my most recent mock draft.
Yeah. All right. And then where do we need to go? So offensive tackle. Here we're going to say that Strange filled offensive tackle because they can bump Jenkins out to right tackle. He's been pretty good all along the line. They need an edge, linebacker, defensive line. Let's look and see what edges we're working with here. Najee Sanders, Sam Williams. I'm going to take Mate. I'm running in that one in. I think he's going to go early second at the latest. So I think that's a steal.
Yeah.
All right. So we got linebacker, offensive tackle, and D-line. I could see. Let's look and see if there's any offensive tackles I like. No. That's how it always goes. I do kind of like Sean Ryan, though.
Yeah, Sean Ryan's pretty good.
I'm going to grab Sean Ryan.
All
we
right.
got 2 wide receivers, 2 line.
And
we're just helping out. We need to grab some defense now, though. The rest of this draft's going to be defense. All right, we need a linebacker and D-line. So let's take a look at those.
Yeah, this middle of the draft.
It's pretty rough, and especially D-line. I really should have addressed it earlier, but I didn't. So, let's grab Jack Sanborn. Not the greatest athlete, but their defense doesn't really need them to be the greatest athlete. And hometown guy,
local guy.
He's productive. At least it's fun. Hometown guy, it's always fun. I just really need a D line, but once again, the options here are just kind of not great. I don't hate John Ridgeway though, or Chris Hinton. I'm gonna go with Chris Hinton. I think I like the value here. I think I like Chris Hinton's value at this point in the draft. We're drafting. What was he? What pick was he? He was the 35th pick of the 4th round. I think that's a good spot to take a player like Chris Hinton. So now we're cooking with gas, and I'm gonna take Nehemiah Pritchett here. I like him a lot. We lost Grant, so that's why I've been talking alone, and I once again didn't realize it. Welcome back, Grant. I love your internet connection, by the way.
Oh man.
And this is our last pick. No, we still have 2 more after this. 3 7th rounders. That's fun.
A lot of picks.
I'm just gonna go with guys that I really like because I don't want to just leave all the guys that I really like for the Bengals. So I feel like that's unfair. So we're gonna come down here. We're gonna grab Daniel Bellinger. I like him a lot. I think he might be around where he goes. He might climb a lot higher than I think. It's hard to tell how the NFL feels about him, but I liked his tape. He tested really well at the combine. I'm a big fan of his play. I don't think we need to grab another wide receiver. Dontario Drummond, why is it so high? Jalen Wiedemeyer is still too high up. And we're going to double down on D-line, grab Teron Vincent. I like him here. And last pick is going to be a running back because I really like Tyler Goodson. His name's right on the top here. I do really like him, but also he's right there. I didn't just pick him because his name was on the top. All right. Thoughts?
All right.
Trade?
Yeah, I think doubling up on wide receiver is definitely interesting, but I think it works a lot here. It works really well. I like Cole Strange where he got him and Boye Mafe. The rest of the draft doesn't do much for me, but that's just a plethora of late
I
picks.
think Ryan's pretty good there.
Yeah, I think I'd probably give this one a B+ as well.
All right, I'll take it. I do. I like the first 4 picks a lot.
You know what? I'll give it an A- because the Mafe pick is pretty insane value.
And I feel it really changed our offense getting those 2 wide receivers. I'm really interested to see what would happen if they did that.
That would
all right, you're up.
That's an A+ for a fun draft.
It is. I would love to see them do that because they just ignored it for so long with Aaron Rodgers. It'd be fun for them to actually give him something fun to do.
Right.
You're up with the Ravens or the Steelers. Who you want?
Oh, let's go with the Steelers.
Alrighty. Steelers default ranking to room. And let's start this draft up. We're picking.
I got a couple guys in mind already.
There is questions if they'll try to trade up for a quarterback. They got Mitch and Mason there, the deadly duo.
Let's see who's available here. Looks like Willis went already.
Johnson, Devontae Wyatt, Drake London, Tyler Linderbaum, Jameson Williams, Kenyon Green, Zion Johnson, Kair Elam, Tyler Smith, Sine, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Desmond Ritter, George Karlaftis.
Steelers fans might not like this pick, but I'm going to go with Desmond Ritter here.
Alrighty. I can see it. There has been some rumors they really like him. I don't know how high he's going to go, though. They might have traded up for him. I could see the Saints going for him and the Panthers getting ahead of him for Willis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that Ritter is he's definitely becoming my I think I had him as like QB4 originally, but I think that he's like the second best guy in this draft in my opinion.
As of now, he's my QB3. He's behind Zapp and Howell.
Okay.
But I don't think any of them are really starters in this class. So that's not like a high praise. None of them are starters.
It's definitely risky taking that quarterback in this draft period, I think.
All right, you're up again. Who are you looking for? What you looking
If
for?
there's an offense, receivers definitely up there. George Pickens is staring me in the face, but I'm not going to take him. Safety's a big need. Jaquan Brisker's there. I think I'm gonna go with Brisker. Take a Pennsylvania guy. Keep him
Alrighty.
home.
He's a good player, good box guy.
Yeah, he's design in mocks lately. Like
I think Petre and Sign and Hill have all climbed, so that kind of bumped him down, just like other safeties going higher. But I think it's a really good safety class, at least early on. You got Hamilton, Brisker, Petrie, Hill, and Sign. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, so we addressed receiver and quarterback. I'd still like to address offensive line and
you didn't
receiver
or cornerback.
I'd like to address offensive line and receiver. I see we got Mechie that's sitting there. That would be.
I do like Mechie.
I don't think I want Justin Ross this high. Thornton, you got the slot guy. I'm gonna go with Mechie here.
Okay. So they got off to tackle coming up as a need. They're going off the board pretty quickly.
Yeah,
it's a pretty barren land after you get out of the third round on off to tackles.
Yeah, let's
What are you looking for?
Those OTs real quick.
Let's look at those OTs. Kellen Deesh is sitting there. I kind of like that. Kind of like that value here at the end of the fourth. What are you thinking? We lost Grant, so he's supposed to be making a pick right now. Oh, he's back. Hey, Grant, what pick are you making?
Yeah, definitely going to go offensive tackle. Who's the top guy available there?
Kellen Deesh?
Yeah,
I liked him.
I like Deesh.
All right, we got Deesh.
That'll suffice.
They got three more picks, not until the late end of the sixth, though. So three more fun ones.
I'll probably end up going linebacker with one of these picks. I like the Miles Jack signing a lot, but I think that they could definitely pick somebody else up here.
DeMarco Jackson, right
there. I'm gonna go with DeMarco Jackson. I like DeMarco Jackson.
I'm calling it out. You're responding. We got it. We're in sync right now. All right, where are you looking here?
Definitely a corner.
You want a cornerback? Jack Jones, Tariq Castro-Fields.
Yeah, let's go with another Penn State guy. Let's go Tariq Castro-Fields.
I'm a fan of Tariq Castro-Fields. I am. Where he's going to go, I think he's going to be really good value.
6th round, yeah, or 7th round rather.
That was a 7th round pick. I think that's probably too low for him, but I think that he's going to be a value pick where he goes.
Right.
All right, where are you finishing it off here?
Let's finish it with a D lineman.
D-line. All right, D-line. We got Tyler Davis, LeBrian Ray, Alabama guy. They do love those Alabama guys.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take LeBrian Ray here. I think that he's he's a 3-4 D end.
Stout body at the worst. And Jalen Meadwire was Mr. Irrelevant in this draft. That's kind of funny. I mean, I feel bad for Wiedemeyer. He was Wiedemeyer is Mr. Irrelevant. We lost Grant, who is also Mr. Irrelevant. I feel bad for him. It sucks to have that happen to someone. I hope that he actually ends up having a good career. Makes everyone look stupid, but you never know. Anyways, let's take a look at this draft. The Ritter pick, big question mark. Mechie, I like him, and I like this value. I like taking him there. I don't know. I'm going to give it a B-. I just think it's a good draft, but I don't think it's a great draft.
I would agree. I would have to agree with that. I think that
they don't have enough picks, and it's like they're trying to compete, but also rebuild at the same time. And that always leaves teams in this weird limbo where they can't really compete for a Super Bowl, but they're not actually getting worse, so that way they can get better. All right, I'm up. I'll take the Browns. We'll go to the Browns. Nope, not the Ravens. The Browns. I had a list of the Browns draft needs, but I can't find it. Let's just kick this off.
Yeah, no first round pick.
No first round pick.
Now Pickens would be insane for them here.
We're not taking Pickens again, though. All right, I'm just going to keep these on for their first 3 picks because this is where I'm looking for all 3 of their first round picks. Their Pickens is here. I'm looking wide receiver, D-line, edge, and I'm going to start off with guy who right here is an insane value. I think he's going to go in the first round. I think he kind of got bumped down in our rankings because like other guys got moved up, and we just didn't like account for him dropping out of the first. David Ojabo. I think that he's a great value, great risk for them to take because if he ends up being as good as he could be, then it's a steal there.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think that injury has bumped him down a bit. I think that realistically, he's probably going to go in the first couple picks in the second round.
If not, I would think he's going to go in the first, but
right.
It's if not early second. Yeah, I'm going to grab Velus Jones here. He's got returner. He's a great athlete. I think that he's an older prospect, but I think that he's ready to go. He's ready to contribute year one, which is really what they're looking for. I think he's a good pairing with Cooper. And he'll be fun, stretching the field out. It'll be a good pickup for him. And then here, I really want to look at D-line. They really need a defensive lineman. It's Barron. Should have attacked it earlier. Oh, Grant's gone back. Grant, I made a mistake again. I forgot to attack D-line. And there's no one.
That's that D-line. It seems like we're going to have to take one in the second round.
The second at the latest. Yeah. I'm going to go Marcus Jones here. I think that's a good value for him. He can kind of play like a nickel corner role. I do have concerns that this would leave them with 2 very small corners, Denzel Ward, but Ward can play on the outside. So they can throw Jones in the slot. I don't know if they have another slot guy. I don't know all of their players. And we're going to double up on wide receiver, and we're going to grab Jalen Tolbert. I think he's a really good value in the 4th round.
Yeah, I think so too. He was a guy that was seeing like kind of fringe, like beginning of the second round. I've seen him in a mocks.
It's so hard to tell with these wide receivers beyond the top 5. I think there's 5 who will definitely go in the first round. Maybe Burks. I could see Burks slipping out, but beyond that, man, I don't know. Any of them could go anywhere. You know what I mean? Have we had Luke? I don't know how to say his last name. Go high in any mock so far? Are you gone? You're gone, aren't you? He's gone, everyone. And he's back. He's back. Have we had Luke go decky, go high? Have we picked him in any of ours yet?
We have not.
I'm going to pick him up here then. Offensive tackle, developmental, same school as Bernard Ryman. Some potential there. And then
those central boys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pick up Chris Paul.
The point guard.
Yeah, he wanted to make a career transition. He put on about 150 pounds and enrolled at Tulsa. And here I'm gonna. Man, this is rough. This is so rough. Picking this late. I don't want to triple up on wide receiver. We're going to pick Trey Sterling, Oklahoma State safety.
Okay.
It's making these picks in the 7th round is so ridiculous sometimes. All right. Thoughts? Questions?
I think
no first rounder.
No first rounders, but you're getting a first round talent in the 2nd round. I think that's a good deal. Velus Jones, I like the pre-draft process has treated him really well. He's a little bit older, but Browns are definitely looking to get Watson weapons to win now. So I don't think age is that much of a concern. And then getting Tolbert doubling up as well. I think that's really good for them. They need more weapons. Losing, no more Odell, no more Jarvis. So
no more Hollywood Higgins. It's the more
important one. That's right. What's
but they do have Amari Cooper also.
Do you know what team Higgins signed with?
No, I can look.
I loved Rashard Higgins coming out. He was one of my top guys.
And I mean, he kept contributing for them, and then he'd just get benched and not do anything. And then every time he played, he'd play well. He's with the Panthers now, so he was like, "Oh, I'm tired of Baker throwing me the ball. Go get the ball thrown by Sam Darnold
or Malik Willis."
or Malik Willis. It's probably Malik Willis. You're right. I feel like there's gonna be news of a trade up, and maybe it's the Lions pick.
I mean, that's what my mock that released today. That's exactly what I have going on.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're gonna look at that, and so you're the Ravens now, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are gonna be trading up, swinging up with the Lions to get Malik Willis, and I think we might see the Saints swing up for a quarterback and maybe Desmond Ridder.
I mean, I'd be really interested to see. It's getting closer and closer, getting real excited.
It is still what, like 3-4 weeks away?
Yep.
What day is the draft?
What is it? The 28th
It's probably the 28th
or
28th, 29th, 30th. Okay. All right, let's get started here. You're up with the Ravens. You pick right in the middle of the first round here. It's 14th one. Well, not right in the middle. Near the middle. Edge,
Definitely some
line,
guys.
cornerback.
They signed Morgan Moses. I know offensive tackle was originally one of their higher needs. I wanted to address defense in this first pick.
Okay.
Who do we have linebacker wise? Is Nakobe Dean still on the board?
Yes.
Let's go with Nakobe Dean. I know our man Josh that came on was a big fan of Nakobe Dean to Ravens. I think it's a good fit. I think you can move Patrick Queen over, and he can man in the middle. So
I do wonder if they make that much another first round pick on linebacker, but I like the pick. I think it's a little rich for Dean, if I'm being honest. I don't think that's a position they really should be drafting that high, but I get it. I understand why they would. And you're up here again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a name is sticking out right away. I'm gonna take Logan Hall. He's a guy I'm really high on. I think that
I like him a lot too.
I think that he's a fringe first round guy. I had him going to the Saints in my mock. I think that he's a guy that's pretty versatile. He can even jump out to the end if he needs to.
Mm-hmm. I do have questions where he would fit in most defenses. Cincinnati has been taking him in a lot of mocks. I've seen that in the second round, late second. But I do question what he would do in that defense because he's so lean that it'd be tough for him to really spend a lot of time on the inside. But with the Ravens, their defensive fronts are so versatile. I feel comfortable that they'd be able to use him to his fullest potential.
Right. So we went defense with the first two picks. I think that offensive line is still something that needs to be addressed. Let's take a look at some guys there.
And Parham now?
We didn't take Parham with the Vikings. He was gone. So let's take Parham here, I think.
Alrighty. Get another interior guy.
Yeah.
They have some question marks there. They have some names, but they don't really have anyone who's like locked in there.
Yeah, I think that adding, especially you get a guy like Parham, you're at least adding interior depth, and that's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't addressed corner yet, and that's definitely one of their top needs. I would say getting a guy across from Humphrey. Okay, you got a couple guys right there. That's not bad. I would be happy with Joby or Darian Kendrick there. I know Kendrick's a little bit more of a risk there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with Josh.
Alright. I feel like a lot of AFC North teams are going to be stocking up on cornerbacks with the Bengals in the division.
That passing league now. It's you gotta deal with a three-headed monster like that. Gotta load up.
All right, you're up again. I like Dominique Robinson here.
Yeah, I mean they could definitely address edge. I like Dominique Robinson.
Nick Bonito. He's a good pickup too.
Nick Bonito though. He's definitely a guy who's his stock's been rising lately.
It is for sure.
Talks of like second round for him, so it's good value there.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to go with a receiver.
All right, a receiver. Look who we got. Bo Melton. Right, take Jalen Tolbert. Already taken.
I'm gonna go with
not a bad pickup.
Let's go Romeo
Dubs.
I think he's
Dub.
He's a strong receiver. I think that's kind of what they need. They need some guy to be more physical in the air. In that he's only 6'1", but he's
physical. He goes up. He's good at high pointing. It's something. Yeah. High pointing is something that I feel like wide receivers either have or don't have. You know what I mean? Like if you're a wide receiver, if you can't high point, you're not gonna be able to figure it out, no matter how much you practice. Like your hands can get better, your route running can get better, but if you can't high point, you're not gonna figure it out. It just seems like a natural thing.
Right. Yeah, I think that Dubs there would be that's a good trio of receivers they're building themselves there. I mean, Marquise Brown, he's a deep threat at the very least. I like Rashad Bateman a lot. I think adding Dubs to that would be really good.
It is. You're up again. You're almost halfway through the 4th round.
Jesus. All right. Let's pull up. Let's see who we got.
Could add a running back. They do have, because they've had a lot of question marks. Because J.K. Dobbins couldn't stay healthy. And such a heavy rushing attack.
I don't know if I'm ready for them to take a running back this high. Maybe let's address offensive line again. Let's look and see who the offensive tackles are.
Got there Munford, Andrew Stuber, Donovan West, Ed Ingram, Listen
I'm
Smith.
not really liking any of those either. They just got Marcus Williams, so they don't really need a free safety.
Who's our other safety?
They might get Deshaun Elliott back, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh man. Okay.
Another linebacker with Beavers.
This is what I'm gonna do here, just to switch things up with what I would usually do. I will give him a running back here. I'm gonna give him Tyler Algier. I think that he's probably a guy that won't go in the 4th round, but I think he's probably one of the best pass protecting running backs in this class.
They do love that.
I think that he's one of the best. He's one of the smartest.
When you say you don't think he'll go in the 4th round, do you mean that in a positive way or negative way? Like he'll go higher or lower?
I feel like I don't know. I mean, like if he goes in the 4th round, it's going to be because someone is like absolutely valuing his pass protection. I think that.
Okay, so you're saying it's a little high for him, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that probably like 5th or 6th round is more likely.
It was bothering me.
Right,
go ahead. You're up again.
Let's look at OT again. See if any of those same guys are still there. We already took Godecki in the draft there.
Obena Eze. Tested mediocre.
I haven't watched much with him. It looks like
I did not either.
Let's look at corners again.
Jermaine Waller, Noah Daniels. I like it.
Yeah, I like Noah Daniels as well. Yeah, let's go with Noah Daniels here.
And you're up again, by the way.
It's got the corners. I mean that'll be. You need depth there. I mean you got how many? I can't believe that they have 5 4th round picks. That's ridiculous.
You're up again. Make your pick.
Yeah, let's go with let's get another receiver. You got all these picks. Let's get Khalil Shakir.
Alrighty.
He's quick. He's quick. Boise State receiver. At least will provide depth. Maybe
only one more pick for you. One more torture. Just kidding. I'm having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's. All right, now we got to take an offensive tackle. Got to here.
Got to.
Spencer.
I don't know these names. I know Spencer Burford. Don't know Waletzko.
Let's take Burford. Okay. These UTSA guys. They're gonna have a few.
This is interesting.
For sure. Dang.
Well, never mind. Now I'm interested in Matt Waletzko.
Yeah, what the heck? He's a big man too. 6. Oh wait, go back to the Waletzko.
You want to go with Waletzko now? I feel like we kind of got it now. This is very 6'7".
He's 6'7". He's running. His 10-yard split is in the 83rd percentile.
He's 6'7". He ran a 5.03. It's pretty good.
Yeah, let's take him.
Yeah, well, I'll have to take a look at him.
At the very least, developmental guy behind Morgan Moses.
That's the fun of doing these mock drafts, man. Sometimes you get to the 7th round, it's like you always take the same guy. Sometimes you just gotta take someone different, and then you just go look at him. It's like, this guy's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely gonna check out some tape because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, let's go. Interesting, very interesting. All right, let's take a look at your mock here. This is your last one. And Kobe Dean. I feel like you took your first 2 picks are 2 guys that are very, they're really small for their position. That does concern me. Parham, I think, is a good pickup. Job is a really good pickup. Benito, I think, also is small for his position, but you got him in the 4th round. I think that's a steal. Dubes is a great pickup. And the rest are, they're later picks. I mean, I know.
I mean, they're 4th round.
I like them. I like Noah Daniels. I like Khalil Shakir. But they don't really move the needle that much for me. I'm going to give it a flat B.
Okay. I'll take that. I mean, yeah, I think that it's understandable. There's, once again, I'm drafting guys with question marks. The Kobe Dean with the size and.
What really concerns, or we're going to my favorite team now, for me to finish off. What really concerns me with Dean is, I brought this up on Twitter before. I'm concerned about any of these Georgia linebackers because they're playing behind a defensive line that could keep them clean like nothing else, and just really concerns me about how they're going to do it in the pros. How they're going to do it in the pros when they don't have that insane defensive line just mauling offensive linemen for them.
Right. Like I've seen Quay Walker 1st round mocks. I'm not ready to do that. Like I knew he was going to test pretty well, but I'm not ready to take him that high. I
had someone that I was thinking of going for here when we kept doing all these mocks. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with Scene. They don't necessarily need a safety right now. They have they have Bell and Bates under contract, but they're both only in contract for 1 more year. I think they might take a safety with the idea of moving on from the other one.
Okay.
Or moving on from one or the other. And I think Sign is the only of the 1st round safeties that we have not taken yet. And I like it. He's a good player. He's a really athletic, so I think that's fun.
Yeah, he's got speed.
Oh, I'm really torn here. See, I think that they're going to address 2 of cornerback, safety, and defensive line in the first 3 rounds. And now I'm torn if I want to go with the defensive line or the cornerback. We already took Woolen, so I'm not going to take him. And so it's coming down to Emerson or do I want to take Travis Jones? I think I'm going to go with Travis Jones.
Yeah, we haven't taken him yet. I think that'd be good.
My only problem is he's a little big.
Yeah.
And they already have BJ Hill and DJ Reader, who are both really good run stuffers. So that's my only concern. Man, and I was going to go tight end now, but this is tough. We already took Zion McCollum, right? Did you take Zion McCollum, or did I? Or did we take him?
You did. You took Zion McCollum for.
I was going to take a tight end, but I don't like any of the options.
People are looking at Ruckert as a highly touted guy. I really liked him a lot last year, but I feel like
I don't think that he's really what they're looking for. They need another guy who can catch well, who can be like a every down receiving tight end. And I just don't think that's what you really draft him for. They already have they drafted Drew Sample in the 2nd round 2 or 3 years ago, and he only blocks. So why draft Ruckert? I always feel like these blocking tight ends get drafted too high because you never see him making big money on the free agent market.
Yeah, I think that it's just like it's only that way because of like I feel like George Kittle started it. It's like this guy.
Well, he went in the 5th round.
Tight end,
but he was also an extremely good athlete. Like let's look at Ruckert.
No. I would just
because Ruckert tested pretty. He didn't even test. Wait, no, he didn't test. But if you look at his tape, he wouldn't test well.
No. But yeah, besides that's the obvious athleticism, but I can't remember what I was gonna say. But
if I'm drafting a tight end high, it's a day 2, day 1, day 2.
Yeah,
it has to be an elite athlete. I'm not touching tight end in day 1 or 2. It's not an elite athlete.
I don't take a tight end that's not an elite. That's not.
So I wouldn't take
at least an above average athlete at all.
I wouldn't take Jeremy Ruckert until day 3. I feel like you can get a blocking tight end or train a tight end to block well from any day 3 guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Sanders here, though, by the way. My Joy Sanders. I think that they could really use a fierce outside pass rushing presence because what they can do is they can kick Sam Hubbard in on pass rushing downs inside, and they can throw Sanders on the outside. And I think that's a really good fit there. Let's take another look at tight ends.
Still got that corner need.
Still got the corner need.
Cole Turner. I like Cole Turner.
I do like Cole Turner. Let's take a look at cornerback too. You make a good point. We already took Nehemiah Pritchett. We didn't take a Caleb Evans before, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I definitely don't think they'd be addressing cornerback this late, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of how the way the draft shook out. That's what I like to do is I like to every time you do a mock draft, you should take someone different, or pretty frequently, you should take someone different with your first round pick, because then it really makes you see, like, maybe like, okay, our biggest need is cornerback. I want to take a cornerback in the first round. I guarantee you NFL teams do this. And then you take a cornerback and use every draft. And every draft, you're like your second or third round pick. You're like, I'm not getting the defensive line or the wide receiver, the offensive tackles I want. So then you go back and you take a defensive line in the first round or whatever. And you come back and you're like, oh, I love these second, third round cornerback options. And I guarantee you NFL teams are doing this. They're looking at it. They look at it from every single angle. If you really like a player or position in one round, try to attack it from a different round. If you think you have two needs in the first two rounds, try both of them and then see which one you like the second round pick better.
Yeah, it's strategic, you know. It's like it's more than just selecting names. It's it's about who can you get in the long run.
We got Godson 2 asking who the Ravens got at 14. You got Nakobe Dean.
Hope that's a good enough pick for you there, Godson.
So we can. All right. So, anyways, I kind of went a little tangent there for no reason at all. We're just gonna go with the Caleb Evans, by the way.
Okay. Another lengthy corner.
Yeah, I think that's what they really need. And we might double down here since we didn't take one early, which I think they will take one early. I think they'll take one on day 2, on day 1 or 2. We're gonna double down, and we didn't take Avery Young yet, right? Why is this? He did not test this poorly, did he?
No.
This is not right, I don't think.
That can't be.
Wait, this is 6'5", 328. Avery Young, you freak. Wait, I gotta look this up. Is this wrong? Avery Young. Let's see if I can find this, man. Is he just not even... Yeah, we have his position wrong. I didn't think he was a corner. What is going on here? I want to double down at cornerback. Avery Young, this is wrong. This is wrong. That is correct. He is an offensive tackle, so his drills are correct.
No, I got an Avery Young at Rutgers. That's a DB.
Oh, there's an Auburn offensive tackle. That's a cool. Okay, I keep getting confused here. This is what happens when there's two players with the same name.
Yeah, it's tough when I get in those situations.
All right, so I'm reporting a bug, Tim. Avery Young is two people. Did he even do the combine? I think he maybe wasn't at the combine.
Okay.
So I think that's why we don't have any numbers on him. Right. I want to take a cornerback, but I'm not going to take Avery Young.
It looks like he's also a kick returner, just so you know.
We do need a kick returner, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take Jack Jones here.
Okay.
I like Jack Jones. I don't love him. I feel like he's kind of a pick that they'd make there. I would have taken Treecaster Fields. We already took him, so don't know what you want me to do. That is part of the not fun of making our little rules.
Right.
I'm going to take someone here. I'm going to take Jalen Wiedemeyer. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm going to take... that was a joke. I'm sorry, Jalen Wiedemeyer. I'm going to take Chigoziem Okonkwo. I like his tape. He's fun because he's little. He's fast. More of a receiving tight. He's a receiving tight end. Kick him out to the slot. Not going to really do much blocking, but I think he's a fun player.
Yeah. I think, I people thought that he was going to test well, and it wasn't surprising when he did.
No,
I
right.
like
It's
Devontae.
something where you don't count it twice.
Yeah.
But even not counting it twice, it's fun. Uh, you just look at him and you can see him moving down the field.
Right.
He is fast. He's fast for his size, um, regardless of being smaller. All right, let's look at who is our best available options. What did you test like? We're in the 7th round, just kind of figuring guys out. How do we have a broad jump and a vertical jump, but no 40?
There was a lot of that this year.
I feel like a lot of guys
Said
skipped
before.
agility drills here, but I didn't. He ran a 4.49. Or wait, is this just like projected? I hate when places just put a projected time. That's so annoying.
Yeah.
I want to draft a wide receiver so they could use another depth guy, and I think this is around where we want to grab him. So, Eric Ezukanma.
Okay.
Pick some new names. Pick some new names, Grant. Just do it.
Yeah, I think did Braylon Sanders, how did he test? Did he even run? What did he do? I know people liked him a lot in the
He
senior.
tested okay.
That's not bad.
Pretty
Got big
mediocre. His jumps were solid. He was pretty average across the board testing. His ADP is pretty low. I don't know who I want to go with here. Teron Vincent. I took Tyler Goodson. I was kind of looking at. I think I'm going to take Zach Thomas here. Not Zach Tom, Zach Thomas. That's also very confusing. There's also 2 Avery Youngs.
All right.
All right, give me your raw thoughts. I hated taking cornerback so late, but it just
Defense.
never felt right.
Defense with the first 5 picks. DBs with 3 of them. I think that, it's obvious. Bengals, if they want to compete, they're going to need to upgrade their defense. And
They don't need a wide receiver or a running back or a quarterback. They kind of need an offensive lineman, but they don't need a starter at offensive line this year.
They did very well in free agency addressing that.
Right. They need the only offensive line position they need is tight end, and they have a starter, so it's not a urgent need. So they could let it fall if. I think what really happened here is just the value just hit on all these positions. I think I could have gone wide receiver over one of the cornerbacks, or maybe grabbed a tight end in one of those picks.
Yeah.
But we really need the cornerbacks. They need the Eli Apple's gonna be starting next year, so they need at least some developmental guys.
Right. I would say I'd give it a B+. I think if you would have addressed corner earlier, I think that's definitely a bigger need. And then
I just wish there was someone this also kind of plays into our rule of not double dipping. This hurts the later teams a lot more than the earlier teams, because I think I really would have liked to. I probably might have gone with some of the cornerbacks that I would have probably gone with Tariq Woolen there instead of Travis Jones if I was picking.
Right.
If we weren't following the rules.
I
like the fits
with the tight end. I think. I think that you got a perfect. Bengals need a receiving tight end, like you said, and I think that you get good value with the 6th round pick. Maybe he can do something fun. But I would have liked Bengals taking tight end earlier, getting a guy like McBride or like Isaiah Likely. I think that.
Well, you don't trust Hayden Hurst or whatever. Who do we have? Is it Hurst or is it? Yeah, it's Hayden Hurst. We have Hayden Hurst now.
First round
pick. They took him ahead of Lamar Jackson. The Ravens did. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's. Can you imagine taking a 26-year-old? I tell you what, that gave me hope. I was sitting there, I was like, wow, this man got drafted tight end at 26. That's great.
Yeah, well, I think that about wraps us up for the night. We'll be back next week. I assume we'll be at the early times next week. With some more teams. We have 2 more of these episodes to get through all the teams, so we'll finish it comfortably before the draft. And we can do a big draft week blowout episode. Do an episode every single day.
Yeah, that would be.
Kidding. I don't know. That'd be insane. Anyway, I had a lot of fun, Grant. You have fun.
Yeah, I'm always having fun.
Love
coming up with these different scenarios. It's great.
Well, we both had a lot of fun. We will see you again next week to do some more teams. We haven't decided which divisions we'll do next week. We got some options if we want to. Depending on what divisions we want to go with. All of the favorite teams of us and Jonathan are taking. We have the Wests and the Norths, so we still have the Souths and the Easts. So we'll be back next week, Monday, with the Souths and the East. Thank you very much.
See you later, guys.
Have a nice day.